What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. After having to switch out for about a little over a month, there's a couple of accessories I thought that you guys might be interested in. So I brought my boy in to help me do a couple of stuff you guys might need if, like me, you mostly play at home.
A couple of stuff.
Let's check it out. Okay, the very first thing I'm going to suggest might seem like a bit of an odd choice if you mostly play at home like I do, and that's actually a screen protector. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, why would I need a screen protector if I'm playing with the system docked all the time? Well, eventually you are going to take it out the dock, and there have been horror stories of just putting it in and out of the dock, scratching the screen. And even though you don't do it often, you're not going to want the screen scratched. So that's the very first thing I'm going to suggest to you.
Okay, installation's a fairly simple process. You simply remove any dust you see on the screen with the dust removal stickers, and somebody's playing with the controller while I work. Then you peel off the protective layer from the Gorilla Glass and try and line it up perfectly. It's not that difficult. Then the last thing you have to do is try and squeeze any air bubbles that might get trapped underneath your screen, and that's pretty much it. And voila, you're done.
So the wrist strap comes with the console. Pretty tiny, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad. This is for more of when you're having your friends over with little kids. You want to keep them entertained. This is the way to go. You don't want to spend too much money. It comes with the system. Boom. And the grip kit, which is my favorite of the two. It's a little bit more to grab onto, more for your everyday gaming. I'd probably go with this one. A little bit. What's the price on that, Dave?
$15.
$15. I mean, you can't go wrong. And it looks somewhat like a controller, right? The other one, not so much.
Alright, so the next thing I'm going to suggest is a simple USB to Ethernet connector for when you're playing online. Now, this isn't the officially licensed one from Hori. It costs about $30. This is a cheap aftermarket one. I want to say around another $15 on this as well. But I actually think this is better than the officially licensed one, as this has USB 3.0 on it, and the official licensed one only has a 2.0 USB connector, which actually slows down your connection. I did a simple speed test comparing the wired versus wireless, and this has actually almost doubled my download speed. So if you are going to be downloading a lot of games, this is definitely something you want to look into, as well as you always want a wired connection if you're going to be doing any kind of online gaming. It's always going to be faster and a better connection than Wi-Fi.
So the Nintendo comes with 32 gigs, and in reality, you can only use 25. So with your larger games, you're going to eat that up in no time. What we suggest is you get a 128 gig card for around $40, and that's this little tiny thing right here. And if you have a wired connection, you can just download all day, whatever you want to do.
Now, lastly, I'm going to suggest you get another controller. And while this is not the play and charge controller, which I think is kind of worthless, I really don't think it's worth getting. What I suggest is you get the Pro controller.
Yeah.
It's a much more comfortable controller. The buttons are way larger than the other one, and it just all around feels better. Yeah, it's overpriced. It's $70, but it's honestly, I think, better than getting another pair of Joy-Cons and a charging controller. With the Joy-Cons, I honestly have never had them run out of power since I barely use them, and even with this, I've really never had it run out of power. I think this is probably one of the best things you can buy if you're going to be playing on the couch. Actually, I'll go as far as saying this is a must-buy.
Ooh.
Alright, so guys, thanks for watching this episode. We hope you like the suggestions we made for at-home gaming with the Switch. I want to thank my boy E for joining me on this episode. I think I'm going to do a part 2 of accessories for the Switch that you might want to consider if you're unlike me and take your Switch on the go. I want to thank my boy E for joining me on this episode. I'm sure he'll be back for other episodes. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Wise Cross Gaming. We love it.